Welcome to Bad Dog Comedy TV. This is Between Friends, the show where we get two friends to ask each other questions about their friendship and stuff. You're gonna know what it is when it starts happening. It's between friends, and you know what's between them? Friendship. Let's give it up for friendship and Ophira, Calof, and Alia, Rasul.
Hello.
Hey.
We're friends.
Are we?
Are we doing the describing? We're describing.
Let's do it.
You go first.
Thank you. This is our friendship. You're getting acquainted with it already. My name's Ophira. I use she and they pronouns, and I am a white, fat Ashkenazi Jew. I have short, dark hair that was cut during the pandemic, so it's a bit uneven, and I'm owning it as a style choice 90% of the time. 10% I feel weird about it. I'm wearing burgundy cat eye glasses, a white and navy blue neck brace. I'm sitting in my wheelchair that the headrest occasionally will pop up as I move. I use a lot of hand gestures, and my kitchen is in the background. There's some cupboards and then a bit of a blank white wall with sunlight on it. That's me.
Yes. For those who missed it, I was nodding a lot when Ophira was talking about hand gestures because, yes, understatement. Anyway.
I mean...
Let me describe myself, then we can get into each other. So, my name is Alia Rasul. I am a ridiculously beautiful Filipina fat woman with very long hair and peach transparent glasses, which I got 2 years ago before they were cool. And I don't know why I care, but and then in the background I've got like some artwork and plants, and yeah, that's me.
Amazing. That's us. We did it.
We did the thing. Okay. Are there other things we need to do? Talk about our friendship?
I mean, yeah. You know, for the first year that I knew Alia, she kept saying that she loved me medium, so that there was room to grow. And it's been several years, and I guess we'll find out during the show whether there has been growth or whether we've stayed static at medium.
I think we kind of are like have gone a few steps backwards, to be honest. It's the pandemic. It's not my fault. I'm grumpy, so you know it's not on. This is not you. It's me. But it is how I feel.
It's not you. It's me. Great.
What's less than medium?
Medium rare? I don't know.
Small? Medium
I love
small?
you small.
I love you small.
I mean, I'll go for it. I'm good with it. Room to grow. Room to grow.
Yeah. More room to grow, if anything.
How encouraging. How encouraging. Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like there are going to be questions popping up, but also, should we talk about how we met? Or maybe that's a question. It's the question!
I'm a
genius.
Okay. We met at a coffee shop? Oh, wait. How did we meet? What do you call it? Andrew Bushell, I think, introduced us by email.
Yeah. No, by, like, recommendation, telling me to email you.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, then I was nervous about it. I was like, I don't know, should I?
Why were you nervous?
I was a baby improviser, and you were like an established, you know, like, and I didn't know what I had to say. Like, I just wanted to meet you, but I didn't have like a particular reason to reach out. But yeah, he was just like, no, you got it. Like, you have to talk to her, you have to meet her, like, just do it. And so I think I sent like a fairly formal email, being
it's very
like,
formal. Yes.
Yeah. Like, hello, I'm a person. I'm kind of glad that we don't.
Yeah, well, I could, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, for context, I was the inclusion director at Bad Dog Theater at the time, and shout out to Bad Dog, if you want to donate, hey.
www.baddogtheater.com/between-friends.
Yes, so, yeah. So that's why we were meeting, because we thought we might work on a project together, and we did.
We did. But that coffee, we met at the Reference Library Cafe, and I think chatted there for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah.
Not that I felt it. I'm not saying it was long. I'm just saying it was long. Not like it was long. It was objectively a long time to have a coffee with a stranger.
Yes, yeah. It is not standard stranger coffee practice, but a good sign. It was a good coffee.
Yeah. That is what I use though, like, for collaborators, like if you can have a coffee and like just chat, then it's a good sign that you might want to spend a few weeks with this person making something. If it's awkward right away, then don't do it. Here you go, life tips from Alia Rasul. You're welcome.
You are welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next question, I guess. Yeah, we've covered that one. You have another question?
Covered it. Ooh. Okay, I'll read out the question. How would you describe each other's performance style? Please go first. I'm so curious.
Oh, no. Well, it's like a lot of it's like hand acting. Hand and eye acting. Ophira's the queen of hand and eye acting. Like, there's literally, we worked on, I'm like really excited about this. So we worked on a show together called Generally Hospital, which is a show that was, was it a funny show about a scary place? That was the tagline.
Yeah,
right?
Something like that. Yeah.
And literally there's one sketch that's all of, like, hinges on Ophira's ability to express with her eyes.
For a visual description, I am doing it right now.
Killed every time. Every time. My favorite one was when there was a fly, and yeah. And I think you were just a bit more frantic, because I think all of us were panicking, but also trying not to laugh. Great show. We really should pull that one up if we find it. Yeah. My turn.
Well, I'll lead into it for context, with this fly. So the sketch hinged on everyone. So I was tilted back in my wheelchair and had to stay still. We were pretending that it was an MRI machine, and I had to stay still for the scan. And everyone else in the cast was the machine, and so they had to stay still as well. But one thing I'll say about Alia's performance style is that she sometimes occasionally maybe breaks a fair bit. And so there was a fly landing on all of our faces at different points. And all I could feel on my wheelchair was everyone around me's laughter steadily shaking my chair. As I tried really hard to keep a straight face. It was wonderful. But that is not, I would describe your style as like, it's like charming, goblin-esque, and then like also very high status. Like,
I approve.
It's
all of those things. Yes.
The combination.
Especially the charming one. No, especially the goblin one. I lit more. I don't think I was done really like talking about your style. Because, okay, yes, it is a lot of, like, it's very expressive, but also like it's like I don't know. I don't want to use the word bubbly.
Yeah, I really hate that word. But it's true. I know. I hate it because it's, I feel attacked.
It's no, but it's just so joyful. It's joyful, but then you say some really are we allowed to swear?
I mean, I think
it's
so.
6:30.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
she says some really shitty things, okay? But she says it in her bubbly way, and that's chef's kiss. I love it so much. And then all of these things. So she says something shitty, and she's her eyes are. It's great. Anyway, you should watch her stuff.
I mean, I feel like
I can't perform with you because I'm sorry. My performance style is breaking on stage. Ali's performance as an unprofessional comedian, but it's Ophira's fault. It's Ophira's fault.
Also, I feel like anytime you break on stage, it's the best moment of a show. That goes into the charmingness, Everyone's
I know timing.
You do. That's another part of your performance style, actually. Your timing is very, very good. You're able to just take a moment and perfectly sculpt it. It's quite impressive.
Okay, I'm starting to blush. Next question.
Oh no, these are hard questions.
Let's see. What's your favorite memory on and off stage together? Oh, this is hard.
It is.
So on stage. Maybe let's start on stage?
Okay.
Oh, man. Generally Hospital had a lot of good moments.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good moments. I think there was a point, towards the end of the run at the Fringe Festival, you feel less pressured to sell tickets, and you feel a bit more comfortable in the show because you've done it a few times. Also, we sold out, so we were, feeling really cocky and all about ourselves.
We were.
So there was a point where we're, maybe definitely the patrons pick one, where we're whatever, we'll just make each other laugh. And there's one sketch where it's it's a panel. So it's a panel of doctors figuring out different ways, more relevant ways to describe the pain scale. And my favorite thing about this sketch is because even the creation of this sketch is everyone was this is the point of the sketch, Alia. Everyone's going to talk about the pain scale, okay? So if you could just contribute to this joke in a way that makes sense, that would be great. And my response is I'm going to be someone who's obsessed with conflating their elbows with their knees and kind of goblin-esque in character, and that's what I'm going to do. And so this sketch was born, and basically there's one line, and it's I forget, is it nipple?
Yeah, yeah.
So isn't the nipple, except I always would say it, isn't the nipple, and I always try to make it so not crass, but I try to say the nipple. I try to elongate it as much as possible, and I was such a jerk because I was everyone is expecting it, and Ophira, for me, if I can make Ophira break, and that's awful, that's so selfish as a performer. I'm a selfish performer, because it's for the audience, but I don't care, it's for me. Anyway, so Ophira finally breaking felt very satisfactory, and I felt appreciated. It's a great moment for me. Definitely top 10. I'm sure there are more. I just am feeling reactive, and kind of that's the first thing I thought of that I love. So you know what, I'm gonna stick with that.
I remember that moment because I remember you made eye contact with me, daring me. And I was playing a character that was very shocked, very kind of owly. And I remember just feeling my mouth start to and my cheeks just start to shake, and I was pressing them together. And for me, I don't break very often, but when I do break, it's really hard for me to stop laughing. So that I feel at that point, we all broke, and then the audience was laughing, and that made us laugh more, and I feel like we took quite a bit of time just handling our feelings then. Yeah. My first thought, you know what? Should I do one off stage?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot. But this one actually is one that led to a sketch, and in some ways it was like awful, but in other ways like very cementing. The one, I mean, not awful, but it was when we were outside on the patio of that restaurant.
Oh my gosh. Yes, please. This story.
I think it was our first time, like, since that coffee, but just like going somewhere, because we had been in rehearsals and like spent time in apartment buildings, but just like going out to a public space, which that feels resonant today. But we went and we were looking for a place to eat, and first of all, it was so hard because every place we went to wasn't accessible. One place, The Works, if I'm gonna call them out, had an automatic door opener, but then a step up into the restaurant. So you could like press the button for the door to open, but my wheelchair couldn't get in. It was wild. I was hoping they'd offer us free milkshakes, and they did not do that. But eventually we found this outdoor patio, and we went and ate, and it was great and fine. And then this person came out of the restaurant afterwards and came over to our table and was like, I just have to say, you just look so happy, and like your smile is bringing me joy, and I just had to say something. You know, I was eating in there, but I was watching you from inside, and I just had to say it. And then they turned away to leave, and both Alia and I were just kind of like, and then turned back and said to Alia, "Oh, you too, dear." To just like really drive it home. Like, before, this person could have been talking to either of us, but just to like make it abundantly clear. And out of that moment, we made a sketch that was kind of based on that interaction. And I think it also cemented our dynamic of just how we are, especially out in public, dealing with humans. We like to make people have moments of uncomfortable. I mean, just moments.
That's my intention. I don't know what yours is.
I mean, I'm good with it. I enjoy it. But that's like a standout moment, I think. Also, there's lots of like warm, fuzzy moments too, but I don't know.
We talk every day. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Okay. I think, yes. Okay, I think we're good for the next question.
Next question. Oh my goodness. They're just not letting us get away with like flippancy.
We like each other. Do we have to prove it? Okay. All right. Okay. I'll start because what inspires me about Ophira?
Tell me how inspiring I am, please.
Oh, I don't know. You're a phenomenal producer. And curator. So I will say this. Okay, so before I joined Generally Hospital, I hadn't been a part of anything that was produced with such care and thought, and like Generally Hospital, like the model for Generally Hospital, and basically informed everything I would go on to do as a producer. And you continuously, like, a lot of the best practices that I have from these shows are just things that I just like steal from you. You're always innovating. I think like it's kind of like a very like it's like a secret. I don't know why it's a secret, maybe, but like. Or maybe we don't need people to know this so that you can just focus on producing your stuff. But, like, like, you always find ways to make comedy better. And, like, no one ever thinks about, like, the structure and setting up, like, setting up performers for success, setting up audience for success to make sure. And you think about all of it. And oftentimes I remember when we were co-producing literally Titanium, I would be like, we don't need that. And then you would like be like, no, we do. And you were right. You were right. So yeah. So I don't know. Like, I think for me, just like your how innovative you are, and your how good you are at problem solving, and like how like anchored that is in like comedy and performance because you love it, and like you're, you know, and you know, you're like what lengths you will go to make sure the storytellers at the show will shine. I think for me is like something I continuously like am in awe of. You know, you just did Making Space at my museum, and I was like, this is the best curated like online show from experience, like from entering into the space to leaving it. It's like the best one. And I was like, yeah, of course, because Ophira did it. So top that, Ophira.
This is when I just make wordless noises and hand gestures. Coco wrote, no flippancy today. I don't do well with emotions and compliments. That was really nice. Thank you.
I know. No problem.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, like, innovation is something, like, I think that's something that I also really learn from you. And I'll take it, you know, I don't want to be like, you know, just back at you, although definitely back at you for all of that.
Feels cringy. I'm cringing.
See, I mean, turnarounds, fair play. Something, I mean, you did it, so, you know, deal with it. Something that really inspires me about you is you make shit happen. Like, you have this ability to visualize beyond the roadmap that exists, to figure out what you want, what you care about, and then make it happen. And, like, not in, you know, some people, they're like, oh yeah, I steadily was working towards this over a decade. And you have some of that, but also you can have an idea and like 6 weeks later it exists out into the world and it's phenomenal. Like, it's really the ability that you have to, I feel like some people are able to visualize and some people are able to implement, and you do both. Like, it's really, it's a lot. It's very impressive, and you have such a clear vision running through everything you do of like, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Like, this is what I care about. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the goal, and everything you do supports that in just these like ways that are beautiful and artistic and like just so cool. You create really cool shit. That's the summary.
I know. Okay, can we move on?
Obviously.
Obvious, for sure. All right, Connor's making us sit in this. Connor, next. Oh. I mean, like, I don't know. What? 5 years. It's so hard to think about this question in a pandemic.
It's true. I was like, outside? I don't know.
Wait, did we read it? Where do you see each other in 5 years? We did read it, right? No. Where do you see each other in 5 years? Outside. It's a good answer. Outside.
With ice cream. Like, I don't know. I'm just spitballing the dream scenario.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Artist commune, our big plan. Maybe that will happen in 5 years. Take it away, Ophira.
Oh no, okay, you'll have to add to it because we keep keep shifting this.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, we've talked about just creating the space where there's, you know, housing for artists, it's all accessible, and a theater space, a studio, and just a community that genuinely supports artists in all of the, in a range of needs, not just artistically, but also as human beings, and building a community and it's a big a big idea. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, how perfect would it have been right now? Like, if we had a bubble of, like, an artist, like, it's not a huge community, but it's, like, enough that it's an audience, it's enough that you're each other's production crew, like, for fun, and, like, you're vetted, trusted people, so, you know, you're not bringing in people who are mean and not nice. Those are two different things. Mean and not nice. But yeah, no, but I actually do, like, it's a plan. I feel like one thing that I really learned from you, like, is the importance of, like, mutual aid. What's the other word?
Interdependence?
Interdependence, yeah, exactly.
My favorite word.
Your favorite word, interdependence, where we can just be there for each other and support each other's work. And, like, you know, who knows what the world is like. I think it would have just been nice to, like, have people that you can feel safe being around in many ways, pandemic, emotional, physical, you know, intellectual, and just create work and then do that. So maybe we can get that, maybe we can just find a plot of land somewhere and build a bunch of tiny homes, who knows, or maybe we all buy a building. Anyway, taking suggestions. Suggestions in the comments below. If you have a spare building or a spare plot of land,
just hanging around.
To a bunch of artists, just hanging around, I'll take it off your hands.
Yeah. Also, I think a pool. I'd like a pool to be involved. I just really want access to a pool.
This is an arts cult. It's a cult.
We can't escape it.
It's true. It's true.
We will have Kool-Aid, and it will be great. I also... Avery Jean has a spare room, if that helps.
Oh, that's amazing.
Gotta start somewhere. I think it helps. Great. I don't have a spare room, so, you know, that's in addition to what we're dealing with right now.
We're already growing. See, 5 years is gonna...
No problem. We're on it.
Have a vision, making it happen.
I also will say, in this 5 years question, like, I feel like you're either gonna be... You might be a politician. I see that. You might be, like, the head of an international production company. I mean, you kind of already are, but, you know. Like, something in that realm as well, which will help support this artist commune, so that'll work out all around.
Yeah. I think it'll be, like, jet setting all around the world, like, consulting on stuff. Artistic stuff. So, yeah. So that's where I see. Okay, next question, please. Hit us.
You're like, moving along. Bonus question. Oh.
This is tough. We talk every day for at least 2 hours. Like,
it's true.
I don't know. Okay, do you have one? I have to think about this one.
I know, I'm thinking.
You've always... What's bonus question? What's something you've always wanted to ask each other? What haven't I asked you yet? That's fair. We haven't talked... Oh, we have. We did. Something I've always wanted to ask you.
Okay, I'm gonna start us off silly to, like, give a window. Oh, or wanted an audience to know.
We hate everyone.
Alia, don't tell them.
Oh, sorry. Wanted to know. Oh, shit. I got really excited. I don't care. Who cares? Who's performing anymore? Have an artist coming. Don't need anyone else.
I feel like that is not the goal of the artist coming.
Coco, we already know, Alia. Both Coco and Avery Jean said it.
Oh no!
Well, what I want to know is how come you didn't tell me that, Ophira? I don't know how to answer this question. Let's see. What do I want? What?
I want to know about your relationship with chocolate because I feel like it's inconsistent. Like sometimes you're really into chocolate, and then other times when I bring up chocolate, you're like, oh, I don't like chocolate. So I would like some further information on this to guide my decision making moving forward.
That's fair. I mean, I'm a moody person, you know. I'm a moody person. There's many parts of me. I'm still getting to know all of them. And one part of me doesn't care for chocolate. And apparently this part comes out when you're around. And there's a part of me that's
sometimes.
like, I have to have chocolate. To be fair, there's really only one chocolate I'm obsessed with right now. And it's like $4.99 President's Choice. It's this bar that's amazing. It's like so cheap, this chocolate. But it's like the kind of cheap chocolate you're like, when I think of chocolate and crave it, that's what I'm thinking of. In terms of texture, size. It's just something so satisfying of at a big bar. And I don't know. Yeah, that's the best I can answer. You know what my question is? Like, why do you keep bugging me about musical theater? I'm going to ask this because Avery Jean's here too.
It's true. I feel... So here's my thing.
For context, I don't like musical theater.
And for greater context, that is a lie.
What?
I feel that we actually have quite similar opinions about musical theater in that we both very much enjoy music and storytelling, but have some issues with existing musicals and the musical theater industry. But I think because I've taken the route that I love them, you've taken the route that you despise them. And because you've taken the route that you despise them, I just lean into the love even harder. So
you like to torment me about my choices.
Or do you like to torment me about my choices?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's a push and pull.
But
dynamic.
The number of musical storytelling shows that you have been involved with and created really, gives me a stronger hand in this back and forth.
I laughed so hard my headphones fell out. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We're back. You know what? You're not wrong. And like I said about the chocolate, there's a part of me that's okay with it. There's a part of me that isn't. I'm a very complicated person.
And fair enough. Complexity is the essence of being human. Is there I don't know.
Beautiful. Let's end it.
Thank you.
Yes, that. Great. Done. Check. As improvisers say, sweep. Come on. Sweep. Oh.
Or as Ophira says in an improv stage, whoa! What's your favorite musical? Alia, go. Tell me.
I'm not answering this question. You know what, Connor? This is bullying. Connor.
It's on the screen. You have to. That's the rules of the game.
You go first.
I feel like this question is solely directed at you.
I know. Don't like it. Part of me does. A part of me does. We're safe people. I'm feeling safe. Okay. What is my favorite musical? There's this... Okay, so... When I was younger... So I'll tell... Okay, there's this weird, complicated thing. When I was younger, and a lot of Filipinos love musicals, right? So a lot of us, really, hero worship Lea Salonga.
So good.
Yeah, because amazing woman, right? And so I grew up with musical theater, so I don't necessarily have a specific show I love. Although Come From Away was fun. When we went to see Come From Away and its original cast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, original cast in New York, because we went to visit. We're very good friends, everyone, obviously. So, that was great. I loved it because it was really joyful. It was real, based on a real story, and it was this moment of how shitty, we were talking about this early too, how sometimes in a really shitty situation, there are pockets of the world that can be quite beautiful and lovely, and I love that. For me, that's great, and that's what musical theater should be, but most of it is not. I think a lot of musical theater and a lot of the institutions that teach it are very problematic, and so I don't like it very much because I can't divorce the two anymore. It's kind of the yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm done ranting. So your favorite musical? Now that I've said that. Go on.
Oh dear. I mean, I agree with everything you said. I just
Really sorry. My bad. I wasn't being a good friend.
See, this is the thing. So Alia and I went to New York together, and I was just so excited to see shows. Alia took a different approach, but for sure enjoyed them in the moment. For sure. Come From Away was one of the shows we saw, and it was beautiful and magical. And I think, I don't know, I've had, for me, like, different musicals, I tied it just different experiences that I've had watching them. Come From Away and seeing that live was like a really, really magical experience. Matilda is a musical that just was, whatever was going on in that day, like it was super magical for me. I have a lot of feelings about Spring Awakening. Into the Woods, I really love. I mean, I do. I love musical theater. I got to see Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill, a one-woman show performed by Audra McDonald live in person. I mean, that was spectacular. I dream about it still. So, I don't know. I mean, I like music. I like stories. I like people dancing all at the same time. And when it all happens together, I just like it. I don't know what to tell you. There's something.
You know what? Both of our truths can be true.
Both of our truths can be true.
Yeah, quote
Between
that.
friends.
Both of our truths can be true. You know what, though? I will say, I don't hate Fun Home, and I don't hate...
Yes!
Fun Home is a great... Fun Home. I love family stories, that's the thing. Fun Home is cool, very complex, complicated. And another one, Next to Normal. So I saw Next to Normal, except, so traditionally it's played by just like a fully Caucasian family, like that's when it was written. So the version that I saw was like a fully Filipino family, and that blew my mind. So maybe, I don't know, maybe if all musicals were played by Filipinos, I would care.
I mean, sure.
I should move.
Yeah.
They are in the Philippines, so they are in the Philippines. Anyway, next question.
Next question, you say?
Connor!
Hi. How's everyone doing? Feeling good? Feeling like you like each other a bunch?
No.
Never.
You got that wrong.
I mean, we established
Okay.
a small amount.
So, we've run out of questions, and we've also run out of bonus questions, which means it's time for the lightning round. Are you feeling ready?
Oh, yeah.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to pop questions up on the screen, you're going to read them out, and then you're going to point to the person on the screen who you think embodies the answer to that question. So it'll be like, who's the most named Alia? And then you'll point to Alia. And just a fun thing, I'm going to pop out because it's reversed. So, you know, the way you're used to it, you're killing it. Everyone else has an issue with this. And that's why I explain this every time, but you're killing it. So I feel like you're ready to go. So get ready for questions.
Who is most likely to meet a ghost?
For sure. For sure.
Alia, for sure. Who is most likely to tell the truth no matter what? Oh!
I feel like still you. I'm a little hedgy sometimes. I like
You're
to
so
sugarcoat.
nice. You're too nice.
Who is the most likely to forgive? Also,
Who is most... Oh!
that is for sure me.
Ophira.
I'm for sure writing a movie about it. No one would suspect me. So
full conversation about this. Yes,
it's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Who's most likely to be late? I was, for the record, late to this by 30 minutes.
Melodramatic. I mean, both of us to a certain extent.
Both of us. Let's do both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Like, it's maybe, yeah.
I'm like, how do I point to both? I mean, not me. So would you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I for sure would not.
I don't know. Maybe.
I have acid reflux. I mean, what can I do?
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Forget
I'm the mess in this relationship.
Fair, it's not forgetting lines. It's just like not looking at them to begin with. Like if you actually learned them, you don't forget them. It's not that you're forgetful.
That's why I'm an improviser. Oh, you know what?
Reality show.
You
think me?
Ophira is more fit. I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I could see you doing it.
No.
I feel like we'd be on a reality show together.
That would be so much. Oh my
It would be a little bit too much.
It's a lot.
It would be like, what's happening? Cry in public.
I think you have more composure than me, Ophira, so probably me.
I mean, I have once when I was like driving my wheelchair and really sad and it was pouring rain, I like let a tear roll down my cheek. I only cry when I feel the melodrama, you know? Like, so it has to be, I need the atmosphere to actually cry.
I cried this morning, so I guess by that logic.
By that logic.
Yeah.
Keep going out of frame.
Yep. All right.
Do we do it? The question?
That's the lightning round.
I mean, I feel like we learned a lot.
Yeah. I've never thought about ghost peppers.
Yeah.
That was my takeaway.
I appreciated the parallel of like seeing a ghost and eating a ghost pepper because they both have the word ghost in them, but they are quite different. Quite different.
Did we cut Connor off to get to that insight?
I mean, it's
Connor,
a very important insight.
It's true, you're right. Okay.
I feel like
All
Connor
right.
would appreciate it. We did not. Okay, I mean, I think we gotta, you know, if anyone's joining in to Between Friends, this is on Bad Dog Comedy TV. I feel like you probably know that if you're watching the show. But if this is your first time on Bad Dog Comedy TV, there's a lot of really cool shows, and you can hit the subscribe button. It's a button, and then you click on it, and then you get told when shows are happening. And there's so many shows, and they're very cool. So I'd recommend
and like
it.
you have so much money, you don't need all of it. So donate it.
Donate it.
Unburden yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's www.baddogtheater.com/between-friends and describe.
Describe. Yeah.
And describe. You know what?
Describe the YouTube channel to people who might like to subscribe to it. Done.
Thank you for the save. That was very kind. Describe the YouTube channel to your friends. When you're doing it, make sure to include both like atmospheric descriptions as well as, you know, tangible image descriptions, because accessibility, you know, I mean, it's important too. Use all 5 senses. Also your sense of smell, but just be warned, if there is a funny smell, it's probably not us. You are in your own space, and I would look into it. If there is a great smell, it might be us. So, you know, just to put that out there, if we're using all 5 senses.
I endorse that message. Endorsed.
Check mark.
Right. Check mark. Are we plugging our own stuff?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
You have
well,
big things to plug.
I wrote a book. I was prepared. I wrote a book. Please buy it. I have to sell them. There's so many of them. Super important Filipino thoughts. Sorry, that's the book, and it's available at Anak Publishing. Or just follow me at Alia Rasul, and you'll figure out a way to get to the book if you want to find it. There
It's
you go.
so beautiful. It's a good
It
book.
is. You're right. It is.
I was not prepared in the same way, but I do have a stuffed piece of wood that has a happy face on it and two little legs, in case that provides enjoyment to anyone as much as it does for me. Lots of enjoyment for me. Beautiful housewarming gift from my friend Elise.
You have other friends?
I'm so sorry. We really should have this conversation offline.
Keep it between friends.
I shouldn't. Between friends. Friends plural. Things to plug. So Alia mentioned this event that I just did, Making Space, Stories of Disabled Youth in the GTA. It was a live event, but they're creating a post-production version of it that will live online, and that should be out really soon. If you follow me at ophira.c on Instagram, I will let you know when that's available. And also, the Real Abilities Film Festival is coming up, and I have a film that will be in it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I will be working on their comedy nights, and that's also really cool and fun.
Who's forgetting their lines now?
Forgetful. I mean,
apply.
It kind of applies. It's a stretch, but I feel like it works. Call back, improv. So
what is happening?
This is what our phone calls sound like. Yeah, that's my stuff. It's getting dark. I apologize. I thought that the light would stay, but maybe it's just a sign that we're at the end of the show.
Yeah, I guess.
Poetic?
Yeah, it's true. I guess should we thank Connor Lowe? Hey, Connor Lowe.
Yes, Connor, a special thank you. I don't know if it was you or Avery Jean who put in the musical theater questions, but thank you so much to both of you. It was a great addition to this show, and also Alia and my friendship as a whole.
I have other feelings about it, but we can discuss that later.
And on that threatening note, also thank you to Bad Dog Theater. In this show, which Avery Jean produces, and Coco Galore, and just, the whole team, thank you for having us. All of the love! The hearts. These are...